Joan of Arc. The name resonates through history as a beacon of courage, faith, and unwavering conviction. Born a simple peasant girl in Domremy, France, Joan rose to become a national heroine, a military leader, and ultimately a saint. Her story is one of extraordinary transformation, driven by divine visions and an unshakable belief in her mission to save France. Though tragically cut short, Joan's life continues to inspire, reminding us of the power of faith, the allure of courage, and the impact one person can have on the course of history. Even centuries after her death, Joan's image remains powerful and evocative. She is often depicted in shining armor, a sword in her hand and a banner bearing the fleur-de-lis held high. This image speaks to her strength, her determination, and her unwavering commitment to her cause. Joan's story is a testament to the potential that lies within us all, the courage that can bloom even in the most unexpected of places. Joan's life was brief, burning brightly like a meteor across the sky. Yet, in her short time, she left an indelible mark on France and the world. Her story transcends time and place, speaking to the universal human desire for freedom, justice, and the courage to stand up for what is right. Joan's unwavering faith, her unwavering courage, and her unwavering commitment to her cause continue to inspire people around the world. Joan of Arc was born into a world of simplicity. Her childhood was spent in the small village of Domremy, nestled in the French countryside. Life was humble, centered around family, faith, and the rhythms of rural life. Joan, like other children her age, learned to tend to the fields and animals. She listened to stories of faith and folklore, her young mind absorbing the history of saints and heroes. However, Joan's life took an extraordinary turn when she was 13 years old. It was then that she began experiencing visions and hearing voices, which she attributed to Saint Michael, Saint Catherine, and Saint Margaret. These holy figures became her guides, instructing her to lead the French army to victory against the English. At a time when France was mired in the 100 Years' War, Joan's visions offered a glimmer of hope, a promise of divine intervention in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Driven by her faith and the urgency of her visions, Joan embarked on an extraordinary journey. She traveled to Chinon, where the uncrowned King Charles VII held court, determined to convince him of her divine mission. This young peasant girl, armed with nothing but her unwavering faith and the conviction of her visions, stood before the king and declared that she had been sent by God to save France. Her conviction was so powerful, her belief so absolute, that she swayed the skeptical court, earning the support of the king and the chance to prove herself on the battlefield. Joan's story, from her humble beginnings to her extraordinary visions, is a testament to the power of faith. It speaks to the potential for greatness that lies dormant within us all, waiting to be ignited by a spark of belief. Joan's journey from obscurity to the forefront of history is a testament to the extraordinary paths that faith and conviction can illuminate. The besieged city of Orléans became the stage for Joan of Arc's first major military triumph. The city, strategically vital on the Loire River, had been under siege by English forces for months. The French army, demoralized and on the verge of defeat, saw Joan's arrival as a sign of divine intervention. Clad in white armor and carrying her standard emblazoned with the image of God, Joan rode into Orléans, her presence igniting a spark of hope in the hearts of the weary defenders. Joan's impact on the morale of the French troops was immediate and profound. Her unwavering faith, her courage in the face of danger, and her strategic acumen reinvigorated the French army. She rallied the troops, inspiring them to fight with renewed vigor and determination. Joan, though untested in the art of war, possessed an innate understanding of strategy and leadership. She directed the defense of the city, leading assaults against the English fortifications. In a matter of days, the tide of the siege turned dramatically. The English, who had seemed invincible, found themselves on the defensive. Joan's presence on the battlefield, her unwavering belief in her divine mission, seemed to inspire the French and demoralize the English in equal measure. After 9 days of fierce fighting, the siege was broken. The English, defeated and demoralized, were forced to retreat. The victory at Orléans was a turning point in the 100 Years' War. It marked the resurgence of French spirit, a renewed belief in their ability to defeat the English. Joan of Arc, the peasant girl who had risen from obscurity, had become a national heroine. Her victory at Orléans cemented her place in French history and paved the way for further military successes. The victory at Orléans was just the beginning of Joan of Arc's military campaign. Emboldened by their success, the French army, with Joan at its vanguard, continued to drive back the English forces. Her strategic mind, coupled with her unwavering faith and courage, seemed to make her an unstoppable force on the battlefield. She led the French to victory at Patay, another significant victory that further solidified her reputation as a gifted military leader. Joan's victories culminated in the coronation of Charles VII at Reims Cathedral. This historic event, which had seemed like an impossible dream just months earlier, was a testament to Joan's unwavering belief in her mission. She had fulfilled the prophecy revealed in her visions, guiding the rightful king to his throne and securing the French crown. The coronation of Charles VII marked the pinnacle of Joan's military and spiritual triumph. She had achieved the impossible, driven by her faith and her unwavering belief in her divine mission. However, Joan's moment of triumph was short-lived. In 1430, while leading an assault on the Burgundian-held city of Compiègne, she was captured. The Burgundians, allies of the English, recognized the threat she posed and saw her capture as a significant victory. They imprisoned her, denying her the respect due to a soldier and refusing to treat her as a prisoner of war. Despite her capture, Joan's spirit remained unbroken. She continued to believe in her divine mission, even as she faced an uncertain future. Her imprisonment marked a dark turn in her story, a stark contrast to the triumphs she had experienced on the battlefield. Yet even in captivity, Joan's faith and courage never wavered. Joan of Arc's imprisonment marked the beginning of a new ordeal, one that tested her faith and resilience like never before. The Burgundians, eager to exploit her capture for political gain, handed her over to their English allies. The English, recognizing the threat she posed to their hold on power, were determined to discredit her and break her spirit. They orchestrated a trial designed to condemn her, not as a prisoner of war, but as a heretic. The trial was a mockery of justice, orchestrated by those who feared Joan's influence and sought to silence her permanently. She was subjected to relentless questioning, accused of heresy and witchcraft. Her visions, which had guided her to victory and secured the French crown, were now twisted, presented as evidence of her supposed demonic pact. The judges, driven by political motives and a desire to discredit Joan, ignored her pleas of innocence and disregarded the evidence that supported her claims. Throughout the grueling trial, Joan remained steadfast in her faith. She defended her visions, declaring them to be divine messages from God. She refused to recant her claims, even when threatened with torture and death. Her courage in the face of such adversity, her unwavering belief in her divine mission, served as a testament to the strength of her spirit. Even as she faced her accusers, Joan's faith never wavered. The trial of Joan of Arc stands as a stark reminder of the dangers and the abuse of power. It is a story of a young woman persecuted for her faith, condemned for her courage, and ultimately silenced for daring to challenge the established order. Yet, even in the face of such injustice, Joan's spirit remained unbroken, her faith unwavering. Her trial, though intended to break her, ultimately served as a testament to her extraordinary strength and resilience.